It is Saturday, and this is your Lockdown Live number 50, the big 50, the dreaded birthday that people, the birthday that people dread all the time. Hello, it's Saturday, and welcome to your weekend. This is the last in this format. Next week, I will be going live on Friday mornings at 8:15, and of course, the Wellness Wednesdays are still in place at the moment. I wanted to do a really quick catch up on the week. But Saturdays were a really nice day to do like a catch up. So let me flip back through my paperwork. It's all written down here, everything that I do. We did on Thursday when there was no sound, and on Friday when there was sound. We were looking at rolling out of lockdown. So I just wanted to highlight again because it feels like it's really, really important for people right now to understand some of the basics of how we roll out of lockdown, but in a really, really healthy way. So let me go back to the young people one, because that's really important. Oh, and the other day we did simple ways to manage anxiety and create calmness. Don't forget that all these lives go onto my YouTube channel. They all stay on my Facebook channel. So everything can be accessed over and over again. So even though I might not be here on a daily basis talking about these things, please go back and rewatch them because they resonate in the mind. And they're like 8 minutes. You've got 8 minutes to do that. So the children one was, or the young people one was, recognize the changes. We recognize the changes because if we keep something hidden, it's harder for us to then manage it. But whereas we bring it out and we go, these changes are going to happen. How are we going to navigate it? Then we can be far, far more honest with that. Okay. Plan on the new normal. We keep talking about the new normal, so there is going to be changes around. Things are going to alter, but that's fine. That's fine as long as, again, we talk about it. Reflect, plan, look ahead. We do this because we get very excited about looking forward into the year and being able to plan stuff. It's really has a really, really positive effect on the mind when we do that. Coping strategies. So if we go back to the kind of the creating calmness, remember that regulating our system. I said this to somebody yesterday. Do you know what I mean by regulating your system? And the client said, no, I don't know what that means. And I'm like, your system is this part here. This is our system. When I'm referring to the system, I'm usually referring to the nervous system. We don't get taught how to regulate our system in school or by our parents, mostly because our parents or primary carers didn't know. But it's really simple. Butterfly hug. Talk about it all the time. Eyes closed, gentle tapping on either side, and take yourself mentally to a really, really safe and peaceful place. Okay. And the other great one is deep breathing. Deep breathing in through the nose, lower stomach raises, because then we know the breath's going right down into the diaphragm. Make sure the outward breath is longer than the inward breath. Okay, just as simple. Do that 4 or 5 times a day, and your whole system will drop into this far, far more peaceful place where everything that we currently worry about, we will worry about a lot less. I'm not saying it's going to take it away completely. So regulation of system is really important. Learn it as adults and then teach it to your young people if you have young people around. So what else do we have? Control what can be controlled. I was saying this back in March last year, almost a year ago. It felt like everything in the world was out of control. Whereas if we focus on what we can control, it tricks the mind into a place of calmness. So what we can control is what we eat, how much we walk, how much water we drink, all of those little things. It feels tiny, but honestly, it tricks the mind into a much, much healthier place. Both of those subjects, well, actually, yesterday's subject is there available for you to watch. So if you want to see it in more detail, then do that. And also next Wednesday, the Wednesday Wellness, 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock next Wednesday on Facebook. I want to go into this, but in a lot more detail. Okay, so if you want to learn more about managing or rolling out of lockdown, tune in then, or catch it on catch up. It's always there, and it's on YouTube. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today was it was in reference to a post that I put out this morning at about 7:15, and the post I can't remember what the post was. It was about thinking styles. It was about thinking styles, and let me see if I can find it. It's about thinking styles. Here we go. got it. When you focus on problems, you only have more problems. When you focus on possibilities, you will have more possibilities. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Here's my little mantra for that one. That's a little phrase that I made up, and it was hear it, challenge it, change it. So hear it, we must hear what's happening in here. We must hear what's happening in our minds. We must hear that inner dialogue, our thoughts, our thinking, the chitter chatter, call it what you want, but we must hear it first. And we must actively engage in it and not ignore it. Because this, what happens in here is almost like a little bit like hypnosis. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat, chit chat, and we're mostly ignoring it all day. We have to take notice of it. Then what we do is we challenge it, and we challenge it by saying, is this healthy or helpful to me right now? Are the words that I'm hearing healthy or helpful? And if the answer is no, then we change it. Hear it, challenge it, change it. So if we're focusing on if we're focusing on the doom and gloom in the world or in our lives, then we will get more of that, because we literally kind of like exasperate that part of our mind. That's where the blood flow is. And what we want to do is we want to shift the blood flow back across to the stuff that we can control, the stuff that is happening, the stuff that the good stuff is. And that's where gratitude comes in. Gratitude comes into that area there. Okay. So that's why we do it. So hear it, challenge it, change it. Do that. Write it down somewhere. Write it down somewhere. I'll create a post at some point and put it out there that just says hear it, that. And for those that you are watching and or watch this, then you'll know what that means. Hear it, challenge it, change it. It's so simple, but it can have profound effects. Okay. I'll talk about it again next Wednesday, along with healthy and helpful, because that's another one that I use quite a lot. Action for Happiness calendar is, oh, I love this. I'm just looking at the sky to see whether it will work today. Pause just to watch the sky for a few minutes. How beautiful is that? I was out walking the other day, and I stopped and looked at the sky because it was creating the most amazing and beautiful colours ever. And I just stood and in wonder at the amazing colours that were happening out there. So do that today. From where I'm sat, and I'm aware that not everybody's sat where I'm sat, it's a little bit kind of overcast and white, but if you get a chance and you see the clouds, look at the formations. And when we do that, when we focus up there and on what's happening out there, all of a sudden all of the energy in the mind just drops. Okay. And that's what we really, really want. We want it to drop. Okay. I'm going to go. I will be back on Wednesday, 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock, with a Wednesday wellness. We are going to definitely look at rolling out of lockdown in a lot more detail. We're going to look at hear it, challenge it, change it, and healthy and helpful in detail. I want you to be able to implement those into your world. Okay. And then I'll be back next Friday with a catch up with another one, a mini one of these. Okay. Don't forget, if we're not covering subjects that you want us to cover, then please please message in and let us know what you want us to cover, and we will try and cover those. Okay. If you're not listening on home radio, get across to home radio and listen on there. You can catch it on homeradio.co.uk. There's two apps. There's an iOS and an Android app. You can listen through those. It is a DAB digital radio, or you can enable your Alexa by just saying, Alexa, and enable home radio, Alexa. Alexa, enable home radio is the phrase. Okay. I'm going to go. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and an amazing weekend. And I will see you either next Wednesday or next Friday. Okay. Take care. Bye.